And we're live. Are we back? I think we're back, folks. Oh, thank Jesus. Who knows? I don't know what happened, guys. We didn't get struck. I thought we got struck. We would. Apparently, YouTube just had a glitch. It was not working. It might happen to us again. It buffered us. I have no idea what happened. So we
I
set up
still
a new
think it was
screen.
blocked. You'll find out when this is over.
I don't think so because the last time, the couple of streams that we've done where we have gotten the "you've been naughty" and we got
Because it
the
usually
black
tells
screen
you
to
on
death.
the screen, yeah, it says
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
it
has
warns you,
been
right?
blocked or this has been taken down because of restricted, so on and so forth. And
Terms
this
of
was
We were having
buffering.
too
service.
much fun.
Yeah,
It was
that's definitely
buffering.
it.
It's like
And
you
it
can't
gave me
have
the
too much
warning, like, cause
fun.
it told me in StreamYard that there's a problem on YouTube's end, and just to close the stream, and I might even have to redo the destination, as if StreamYard and YouTube were not connecting properly at the time. So like you have to put your destination in into StreamYard so it knows where you're streaming to, and it seemed like it was having some little funky glitches there. We apologize to all you guys, and thank you all for hopping over in this one. We lost a few folks because it was getting late. And I know there was no positive. We didn't know if this was even going to work. so,
Right.
um, so yeah. We still have a few of us left on panel tonight. And again, I think what was last thing we were going over was the trailer. Fatima was
I
possibly
think
pregnant. I'm scared to bring it back up.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it at this
Only
point.
because I don't know if it's just going to buffer me out again or something. But who knows?
Yeah,
Don't have too much fun.
Yeah,
exactly.
and I know and that shouldn't be copyrighted because we were given permission to play that from the channel that it was on, and theirs is a video. It's a published video. So if YouTube had a problem with it, I don't know. That's weird, but I'm pretty sure it was a glitch in the connection between the destination because of what the message said. But I'll look into it more after the stream. I'll research it, figure it out. But we're back, guys,
Yes.
and thank you all.
We're back.
Yes, we're Fatima's growing baby. Yes, I'm gonna have to get screenshots. We'll take some screenshots for the next stream, just in case. We don't want to take too many chances here.
I have a feeling that her giving birth or whatever is a episode 10 thing. We're going to
I
be
think
building that
so.
up.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah,
See,
for
we
sure.
on the same page.
Not just
Yeah.
that. What I found interesting, I saw Victor trying to cut down the tree,
Yeah, I was expecting that at all.
and who popped up?
Like that.
Yes, the boy in white. He shall return. We've seen him
Yeah.
in a flashback, and now he will be back in the flesh. I can't wait to see.
I have a feeling he's not going to be happy about trying to take the tree down. So maybe the boy in white will be sinister in this one. Somebody in the chat was saying, I didn't hear it, but somebody in the chat was saying his voice was deeper in this one. They said he like hit puberty or something.
I was gonna say, is he gonna transform into the monster he truly is?
Maybe we see his final form, evolving Pokemon or whatever.
Right? Like, oh man. Oh, that was a little bit. I'm gonna have to rewatch it a few times. Like I said, we don't know what happened. We ain't gonna take any chances. So
Yeah.
At least for tonight, we're gonna just kind of talk about it and hang out for a little bit longer with you guys. I know some guys might be popping back in here in the chat and stuff.
Yep,
but
I'm putting the link in the Discord.
Well, I have a feeling that the stream cut off when I was talking about like Boyd taking the initiative to try to give people a distraction, like taking Acosta's advice and giving people something to do to keep them occupied and keep his sense of authority. He's using Fatima's disappearance for that. So it definitely seems like Donna's whole I'm going to tell everybody thing is going to be put on hold since she's gone missing anyway. And that's just the next step in the story. So really curious what's going to happen with that. Who else knows about the bunker, though? It's like Jade knows about the bunker. Who else does? Obviously,
the root
Victor.
cellar, yeah.
Kenny, Victor for sure. Is that it?
I mean, I'm assuming the whole town knows about it as far as that it's there. I don't know as far as the exploration goes.
Yeah, we don't know who tells who what when, right? It could have easily happened off screen. A bunch of people, could know about it.
Because I thought maybe at one time they would have kept something down there. But
yeah,
then,
or like as a hiding spot.
Yeah.
Before the talismans and everything. Donna.
I mean, that's
knows
where
what it
Victor
says.
hid. Like
Lloyd
it's
has walked
weird.
by it. Laura says.
Yeah, the matter of fact, the ballerina came out of there as Boyd
Oh,
and Kenny
yeah.
were walking by.
True. That's true. But why would they even think to go in there other than it's just another place to look? So we'll see. Jade was in there, saw the Boulder guy.
Mhm.
Yep.
Now, if they do go down there, if she's sealed in there, I don't know if they'll like. What
Can
if
they
it's
hear her
soundproof?
screams
Yeah.
through the door in the
Can they?
cabinet?
Yeah, they didn't know about the room beyond the cabinet before, so even if they find the room, they might not know unless she makes some noise. So
Can
I'm
they
sure we're
even
gonna get a
hear
scene
her?
where they go down in there and then she's trying to get their attention but fails to do so. We might get that scene here.
It's definitely possible. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. They're going to go for a hunt for Fatima. It was all kinds of stuff. It was all a bunch of little wompy things going on there. Quick little flashes of some things to come.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I just wait to see. Like I said, I just love where we're at. I love that they, again, to me, the more questions, I know it's frustrating we don't get the answers, but I love it because it just leaves to the possibilities of what it could be. And then I'm hoping that when they reveal, like I said, I'm excited about this little, I don't know what to call it yet. I don't call it time travel yet. I know everybody else can call it time travel, and that's fine. I don't know what to call it yet because it's something, it seems different. It seems a little bit of this, a little bit of that. How they're going to play that out, I really cannot wait to see.
Yeah, I mean, this whole place seems to exist outside of space and time, right? So is it even really time travel if it's already outside of time? Like,
Mhm.
do we even know how long it's been? Like, we got a confirmation that like Kenny's been missing for 2 years, but in the time of the town itself, like how long has it been since he's gotten there? Has it been like a few months, a few years, even? Like,
Well, they kind of confirmed it when Marielle came in, right? Because Marielle said something about how long it had been since she had
6
seen
months.
Christy, and
6
that was how
months?
long it had been, I think, since Christy had been there.
Okay, so it did line up then.
Yeah. So this
Okay.
place, it again, it's weird. It seems to work linear to our reality in the sense of time, like they're where they are at in time, but within this place itself, how time works.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. I don't even have, like I said, I don't know how to explain it because it's a weird version of time because it's, if it hadn't been for the rope, again, she creeped back into some kind of vision. She passed out the same way Boyd did, right? Because Boyd did the same thing with the ballerina. He
Yeah.
passes out and convulses, and then he's seemingly dancing with this ballerina. But
Or like
did he
Victor's mother
interact with
having
anything?
visions and painting stuff. And sorry to cut you off.
No,
But
you're good.
yeah, like it could. That's the thing that separates it from just any other old vision or dream or something, like even Elgin's like prophecy
Mhm.
type of thing. Like that, her with the rope is what separates it from that. So that was very
Exactly.
crucial for sure.
But can we
And then
also
again,
go-
is it gonna be one of these things where we think we know, right? We think we know that was her dropping the rope, right? We've seen it with our own two eyes.
Yeah.
Well, I was for sure Jasper was going to be walking around like a little Chucky around because I saw it with my own two eyes.
Mm.
But can we go back to Lost and what Eloise said about certain places with like electromagnetic pockets of that? Maybe that's why time they can do this sort of time walking, like Dulcinea called it, or time displacement, however you want to word it. But maybe we can once again go back to that this is just a pocket of electromagnetic energy that allows From to work this way.
Yeah. Yeah, they might throw some explanation at us. I have a feeling that they won't, and they want to just leave it with the possibilities, like you're saying, because when you give all the answers, it takes that need to know out away, right? And even life, like we're never gonna have all the answers, so I don't know that they will fully explain everything. So I'm just curious to see what answers we do get for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jade.
Yeah,
Good night,
young
hon.
in for sure.
Yes, good night. We got back on. Look, I don't know what the fuckery was, but we figured it out. We back. But we appreciate you coming on with us tonight. And look, I know it's getting late for a lot
They
of
tried
folks. It's
to
getting
knock
late
us
for
off.
me even. But we're gonna power through a little bit longer, and but we thank you again, Hun, for coming on, and we know we can't wait to see you next time. And that soundboard, PM's gonna play it out, man. I wanted to because I love the soundboard. I'm a
Soundboard's
big
key.
fan of the
I
soundboard.
can't wait to see what he's gonna have for the finale. He's gonna have some
I
fun.
know, it's so good.
I had one on my old computer with like a bunch of Walking Dead stuff, but I'll have to do that again.
Hmm.
Soundboards are a good time.
I know. I gotta get me one now.
Yeah,
Making me want a
our
soundboard.
streamer friend Benda42, he goes nuts with his soundboard. He's too funny with his soundboard.
Meow in our
Definitely.
chat. He does a little soundboard when he's on Risey streams and stuff. He gets a few little things on there. That's pretty funny. So I like the soundboards. They're fun. You know, like, and I do agree though with JH. You got to use it right, otherwise it loses its luster.
Yeah, you
But
can't
they still
spam.
fun. It's
Yeah.
still fun. It's so fun.
Definitely.
it's perfect or comedic tool to have in your pocket.
I did
But-
enjoy the get the fuck out of here. That
Yeah, I
was-
know, right? That
As you
boy's got some good
tell.
lines, man. He picked up, and JH got a lot of the good ones on the soundboard. Some of the
Yep.
best ones.
Definitely.
But yeah, man.
Revelations, it's gonna be good.
It's on. We
I'm
has
ready.
passed the threshold. We're on to Revelations, people.
Yep.
What will we see? What will be revealed? And how dark will it go? I mean, it's pretty dark at this point.
What are
I
you
still
guys most
think-
looking forward to?
I still think it's Revelations is in like biblically apocalyptic as opposed to like it might be a double meaning, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But-
right. I know,
Yeah.
like there's always that. Yeah, there's always that
Yeah.
other
The
underline.
double entendre.
Yeah,
The revelations means the revealing of the truth. So hopefully
Yeah,
we
the
get some
unveiling,
truth.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it could. I
Totally.
mean, it definitely seems well. And see, I see it as if they're going to have that choice. We're going to get one of two things. Is it going to be the revelations? It's going to reveal the truth, but is it going to give us the doomsday type deal? You know, the catastrophe that you're talking about, or will they make the choice and make it home? That's what I want to see. But what choice will they
No
have to
way.
make?
The show's over then, right?
Well,
if they make it
Victor
home.
was cutting down the tree, right?
Yeah.
So he might be trying to stop people from leaving.
Well, I mean, if it's
Oh.
going to reveal to that point, you know, we may not know it, but I'm just kind of waiting to see if they're going to. Where's it going to go with it though? Because like I feel like once we know, because I don't think we're going to have too many more seasons after this season.
Yeah,
Two or
I
three.
think 5
It's gonna
sounds
be
about
5 or
right.
6.
Yes,
Mhm.
5
Yeah.
sounds like the sweet spot, and I don't want it to run on too long and get
Yeah.
like Game of Thrones and stuff like that. So
Well, Game of Thrones should have gone on longer. Like they
Yeah.
had so much
It
more
should-
story to go, and they
yeah,
kind
it
of
just
rushed
could have had
it.
better writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I don't
I'll
think
say
anybody was happy with that ending. I know one person who was happy with that ending, and that was my boss.
Mm-hmm.
something's
Yep.
wrong with that guy.
Yeah,
You got
the
some
Game of Thrones YouTuber that we know was not happy.
He is a screw loose.
So we got Jack Law says, "Sup everyone." In Fallout 3, the game, there were people who were trapped in VR and were torched. The show From feels like a ripoff of that. Oh, I mean, it could
Yeah.
be. I hadn't seen that. I hadn't played all of Fallout. I watched season 1 and I intended on playing the games, and then From
Have you
happened
seen
and
The
I didn't get a
Matrix?
chance to get to it.
Yeah, it was like a Paradise Lane or something. It was called, and
Yeah,
you go
so
in there
it's
to
like
find your
those pods
father.
in the Matrix,
Yeah,
basically. But
Mm.
but
Yeah,
I don't
it-
think it's like that. I don't think they're in a vat somewhere
Yeah.
with this. I don't think it's that.
I don't think so. So let's say my craziest spitball theory is that like the whole world is in From.
Oh, okay.
Like it's all From.
Yeah,
There is no out.
like that's the real world, and
Yeah.
the Earth is like an outgrowth
Yeah.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
fucked up.
interesting. I like that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Let's see. Nikisha Moore says, "I just got here too. I was happy to see someone teaming Fromish when I awakened." Yes, we had a stream going, and then there was some kind of wompy technical issue, so we had to end it, and we restarted a new stream just so you guys, kind of finish up the conversations we were having. So I don't know how long we'll be going on this one. But welcome, and glad to see you were here. Definitely check out the stream before this one where we had the full panel, and we were just we pretty much have already dove into the episode this week. We've just watched the trailer before this live started, and the last live, that's so weird.
That's what killed the stream.
But yeah, so we're just kind of we're getting closer and closer to what was supposed to be the close of our stream. But still, like I said, good to see you here. Let's see what else you got to say. The two things I don't want the show to be are purgatory / death / hell, or a simulation. Yeah,
no, nobody.
I don't want it to be that either. But
or a dream.
Like everybody's just asleep.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way they'll do that. They know that that's like cliche at this point, and it would be so unsatisfying.
I think it'd be very unsatisfying. I still see the simulation one being relevant, although I don't like it. But
I have a feeling they'll mention simulation theory. Maybe that's one of the red herrings we get at some point.
It could be.
Yeah.
Because the way the alien theories, they're still kind of playing with that shit a little bit. I swear to God they are. And I'm like, look, man, if you're going to be aliens, would you just come out with that shit? Because it's not playing with our emotions.
I don't think it fits with the tone of the show.
I don't want it to, but they keep doing those things
Yeah.
that kind of like draw you back to those directions, and then I'm kind of like, okay, no, like I was not the alien kind of theorist, but again, the way they showed Teacup, I was like, oh shit, I see now where people say
I get
aliens.
that, but
I know it's not the same. Like I'm not even saying. It's just I could see.
No. I'm just saying, like
the
writers and producers of this show, it's not their cup. And I hate to, no pun intended. It's not their cup of tea, because
I
they.
mean, I'm just saying they could still be. I'm saying they put the hits out there, and I can't. But
Oh
I can't
yeah, you can't because we don't know. But I'm hopeful, and Tony might disagree with me.
It is kind of an abduction. Is that where people get it from? Like they're getting abducted and probed.
The sci-fi.
Yeah, the
sci-fi
portals, the way that the trees could be portals, even the swampy, if it is time travel, that's the technology aspect of it, of what's going on in this town, could lead to a sort of alien project or experiment, or even us experimenting them. Like maybe they're sending us into it could be somewhere in between, like a simulation and an alien theory, actually, if it's going down that track. Because what's more greater than aliens putting us into a simulation to figure out what our fears are, to figure out what makes us tick, to figure out how Jim, and again, it kind of goes back to a lot of stuff Jim says, I think, or at least for me, that's where I sort of get the core of it from. The way Jim talks about a lot of stuff makes me think, okay, yeah, they're testing us to see how far we'll break. And it could be the government, or it could be extraterrestrials. Who knows? But
could be. I wouldn't rule it out, but
that's what I said. I don't rule it out.
So.
Like, because they still put it in there enough for me to at least acknowledge it as a theory, and I don't want to discount it.
They want us to be saying stuff like that, like have all these different theories about it for sure.
Exactly. And because mine doesn't have, like, any theory I have has so many holes in it that for me to say, well, that theory doesn't work, I'm like, my theory just kind of it's on shaky ground too, so it's hard because every theory's got the holes in it because the show has left it so.
Yep.
And until we get all the answers, until Victor can remember all of his memories properly and stop adding in people to them, we may never really know what is going on here.
Yeah, I wonder what else he knows, but I have a feeling that was the big one, what we just got. I don't know if they're going to do a whole nother storyline, because they did a lot of work to have him unlock that, all the things we talked about already. So I think it would be repetitive to do the same thing next season about something else. So
well, but then they kind of did that with Eloise, though, right? There was a lot of setup for him to be able to get to Eloise's drawings. I remember who it was that originally said this way back when. Just folks in the chat, or even maybe like Jeremy or one of the guys over there. but sort of how Victor is this unreliable narrator. So he is
Yeah.
the narrator. He's kind of the one giving us the story, but he's unreliable. So I could
That's
see
true.
them constantly repeating that as in a way for, because it's again, it fits with the show to mislead us the same way they're being misled. This sort of parallel between the show itself and the characters in it, and then how it's mimicked towards us as viewers, and we're kind of getting this almost mirrored like we're seeing they're talking to us yet through the characters are feeling this, and then they're almost giving us nudges to us as well as fans with it. So I don't know, it gets further and further we go.
I think Javon's onto something here.
Yes. Could there be 4 entities representing the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, such as famine, food shortage, pestilence, infestation / cicadas, war, turmoil within the group, and death and monsters? And it could be
100%. I fully agree with that. Yeah, you nailed it. Nailed it.
especially with the revelations around the corner. Who
Yep.
else should show up other than the 4 horsemen of the
very
apocalypse?
biblical.
The Antichrist
That
via
as well.
Fatima,
Yep.
right?
We've already had the Adam and Eve reference in Ellis and Fatima's room, and now they're having the baby. They were Adam and Eve having the children. They are no longer in the Garden of Eden, so to speak, if the town was that. They have been cast out in a sense, or at least she has. She's on the outskirts, right? Like it's still the town, not the town. I don't know. I was trying to pull something off there, but anyways, you get it.
No, you got it. You got it. I think you're right.
But there's something to it, again, that's another one of those threads. We get the sort of Catholicism, more of the Christianity, and then we get the Greek sort of tropes come in. We get the Norse tropes, Native American tropes. Again, the list, it goes on, and it is. And somehow they're going to weave this beautiful tapestry of all these mythologies and all this stuff. And again, I don't know.
Wildman Joram says that there's a pregnant lady in the book of Revelations.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but I'll have to look into it too.
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah, and technically it is only one revelation. It's the book of Revelation, not Revelations.
Right.
So that's
Book of
where
Revelation.
it's saying. Yeah, but still, I think it is a reference to that. Definitely with that double meaning.
Definitely could be.
Yeah.
Amy, was Tilly the snake?
For
Oh,
sure.
poor Tilly. Oh,
Ooh.
You
I
gotta
like
bite
that. I like
the
that.
forbidden fruit.
So we keep trying to figure out who the mole is. If we just replace the mole with the snake.
Yeah, one and the same. Could be.
it definitely could be. Again, I don't even have. I'm sitting here talking. We had screenshots too. We could be looking at. Look, I got totally thrown off. Okay, that was not expected.
We're throwing
it's
off
all right.
a game.
They did. You two threw me off, man. Playing games, playing with my emotions. But this, yeah, there we go. Here he is, psychopath himself.
Look at his face right there.
I know. It's just, Elgin, I was backing you too. I'm stopped backing people in this show. Jade, watch out. I love you the most. You in the most danger.
But I don't get it. He could have said 1,000 different things to Fatima, and I think she would have been like, okay, say you got answers. Say, this is a place for you to hide until we figure out what's going on.
He's got to feel desperate enough.
Maybe that was part of his instructions, because we see him getting the pictures, but we see him getting the pictures and we see him doing specific things based off the pictures that it sounds like he's getting from the kimono lady. It sounds like they're having some type of conversations that we're not seeing. So maybe she's telling him, you have to do it this certain type of way. You have to say this, or you can't tell her this. You know what I mean?
I still think Fatima would have trusted Elgin enough if he was just like, there's a secret room down here you can hide in that nobody knows about. And I think she would have been like, Okay, because they're about to go on the run. And I think that's literally all he would have had to say. No, Elgin's down. Like, be like, I just thought of this. I remember I found this. Come down here. I'll go let Ellis know you're down here.
So I got something in regards to the Book of Revelation. So from Wikipedia, we have the woman of the apocalypse, or the woman clothed with the sun, and is a figure often considered to be a reference to the Virgin Mary in Catholic theology, described in chapter 12 of the Book of Revelation. The woman gives birth to a male child who is threatened by a dragon, identified as the devil and Satan, who intends to devour the child as soon as he is born.
That's
when
the
the child
whore
is
of Babylon.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the woman, when the child is taken to heaven, the woman flees on angel's wings into the wilderness at a place prepared of God for 1,260 days. This leads to a war in heaven in which the angels cast out the demons.
That's some
The
dark
dragon
shit.
attacks the woman, and the woman escapes. So there's more to it than that. But yeah, that's I think that might be kind of what's going on here. And maybe the war in heaven is more like the war amongst the people of the town, something like that. It's not gonna be direct, obviously, but we might be introduced to a creature that resembles a dragon.
Yeah,
So
man.
Glowing
So
dragon.
with Revelations, like I said, I hope they at least reveal the big bad.
yeah, that would be cool for sure.
Like if say we get 5 seasons, hopefully by the end of this season we know who at least is the big bad.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so.
But yeah, that's dark, man. For
Yeah.
Babylon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, the
Dizzy.
Whore of Babylon's, it says here not to be confused with the Whore of Babylon. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
different. Yeah.
So excuse me.
No, it mentions it right there, so definitely makes sense that you'd think of that
Says,
first.
well, see, Ray, what it tells you is that you ain't the only one that thinks
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Exactly.
So you're not alone. Don't worry about it. We're all
Yeah.
probably. I probably would have thought the same thing too.
They had the disclaimer in bold and in red and italic.
Right? Like, just let everybody know as soon as they go read the page. And she is not the Whore of Babylon, just so you guys know.
Right.
FYI.
But the woman clothed with the sun, I think, kind of ties in with how we're talking about how she's like pure of heart.
Mhm.
Okay.
And even that scene that they flash back to in this season, where
Yes.
she takes Julie up to the top of the
The
colony house.
Yeah.
And it's like, even when you're up high enough, it looks
Mhm.
like a dream, a nightmare becomes a dream. That's like a positive symbolic thing. So like the sun image might be with that.
Yeah, that was a
So,
weird scene.
yeah.
Yeah, so
The
I
fact
can
to go
definitely
back
see
to
that.
it is important for sure.
Dizzy Guy says that demon baby is going to kill Elgin. Oh no. Well,
Could
he already
be.
gave up his blood, right? He didn't mind giving up a jar of it for the baby. So he's seemingly crazy and out of his mind. He probably would maybe sacrifice himself to the baby's
He's all in.
nutrition, right?
All in
He's
Elgin.
dedicated, so he just might be like, come and eat me.
He made sure she had. I think that's why he got the blood for her. Is that why he got the blood for her?
Maybe.
I'm
I-
assuming
to
it
feed
was
the
for
baby?
her to eat. That's what I
Yeah.
assumed. I mean, they didn't really tell us.
My first instinct was like, oh, somebody's giving birth. They're going to need, blood because they're going to lose blood. But then I was like, wait, does Elgin know his blood type? Like, you don't want to mix that. So maybe it's for the baby to consume like she was already doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, EJ? How's it going?
What is up?
And
What
then
is
with
up?
her having the extended stomach or her belly getting bigger, is this something that's happened rapidly, or was there like a time jump?
Thank you. That's what I was saying.
Good question.
Like,
yeah.
that's either going to be accelerated pregnancy or we're getting a time jump.
I'm
One or
thinking
the other.
accelerated. That's
Well, I
what
mean,
I'm
yeah, I
thinking.
mean, accelerated was always the theory, but she was talking about her belly growing in
So
this last episode. Not this one, but maybe the one before.
Yeah, the
it.
one before. Yeah.
But you
I-
couldn't see. She still had a normal looking stomach.
Yeah,
you
everybody
still
was.
couldn't, just because she says I'm growing a little bit, we as an audience couldn't tell. But in
Yep.
I
this
would,
trailer,
I would
we see
love,
baby bump.
I would love like a whole episode where Elgin is like keeping her locked up and he's in the town acting like everything's normal and shit. Like I would love that shit. That would
Well,
be
it
so
looks like
cool.
that's happening because Boyd's like Fatima's missing, and here comes Elgin. Like, huh?
Well, I'm just saying if they did a
Whatever do
time
you
jump
mean?
time jump within that episode, like days where Elgin is going, hey, what's going on? And the next day, hey, everything's cool. And the next day, hey, and then the whole time Fatima's down there like, help me, I can't get out. And think about it right now, nobody knows where she is. Nobody even knows to go look there. Most of the people in the town don't even know where that place is.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And even if they
Including,
get there, they don't know that the closet's back there.
right, the main people that are looking for her, which is Elgin and Boyd, they've never been to that cellar.
Mm-mm. But look, he
Yeah.
be smiling too much. I'm hoping Victor say something. Victor already gave him that side eye.
Yeah, Victor, first time he met Elgin, he's like, I don't trust you.
Now it all comes
we
full
know
circle.
why.
Yeah.
And he did. So I think he did see. I know it was a question back when Boyd, in that same moment, he kind of, or not the same moment, but sort of when Elgin pops up, he's like, he don't like Elgin, but he also looked at Boyd. Boyd had worms, and he knew. So does that mean Victor knows what the worms were? Like he kind of knows, but he don't know.
Yeah, he definitely knows things for sure.
Susness too. Poor child can't remember nothing.
If you-
Tabitha did good though. I'm gonna say I enjoyed that scene though, because Tabitha really, the way she calmed him down and was just talking to, just as if it was her own child.
Yep.
Well, even if you don't remember stuff, say you forget something, sometimes you still have like that subconscious memory of it, and your body kind of just reacts. So you maybe just had a natural reaction to Elgin based off something that he forgot.
Could be.
Yeah.
Juan Solar, demon babies always accelerated. Indeed.
That is a trope. Yeah, that's true.
That is typical of the way they go.
Yep. They're not going to be normal.
No.
Definitely not.
See what else we got. PM Elgin
It'll
is the
pop
worst.
out like a chest burster.
It might.
be.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Laura Butler says Elgin is going to mess around and find out, right? Well,
Yes,
he already finding out, but he gonna for real find out when that baby comes. I can't wait to see what happens with the baby. And we see the midwife, so to speak. Is the Komodo lady like the midwife? Because she seemed to be hanging around Fatima now, like
Ooh.
she midwifing or something.
Yeah.
Well, Star brings up a good point. She says if you look at the dress that Fatima's wearing, her clothes, it looks like she's been there for a while. Like they look dirty, ragged, but you know me with my eyes,
It was the woman of the apocalypse. She's sequestered for 1,260 days. Maybe that'll tie in.
Well, because remember though, she was only packed for a few days, right? They were coming with more supplies, Boyd and Ellis. He had originally said just pack for a few days to give her some clothes to get through a day or two. So if that was all she had with her when she goes into there, let's just say we have a day or two time jump. Well, now what is she wearing? Well, what if it's just the rags that are left in this place? There's a whole nother room in that cellar or whatever, that room that we haven't seen yet past the body.
Is there?
There is indeed. I will
Oh.
get the screenshot. It was last episode, right? Yeah.
I
Of
missed
course
that.
it was. Let me get that open because I do have a screenshot of that. And it's, you don't see like the full doorway. You're only going to see just the frame and sort of the opening, but it's like a corner of it. Let me find that real quick.
So now I'm wondering if there could be like another couple of day or like a week time jump or something like that. But then I wonder how far along she would be if we're talking time jump to show like that. I don't have any children, so I wouldn't be able to know the judge. that? Like, how far along did she look then?
Oh
She
man,
didn't
I
look
don't
like she was
know.
far along at all. But
Well, it
she
depends because
said she
some
was.
ladies don't show a lot, and some ladies do. So again, we're
That's
talking
true.
pregnancy. That's one. It's not a one size fits all. I mean, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's everybody's sort of different in their even their look and during pregnancy. Because there's legit ladies who don't even know they're pregnant until they give birth. So they didn't notice like a belly bump necessarily.
Right.
For her, I don't see it getting. Well, hers could actually, because she's already a thinner lady. She's not exactly got a lot of room in there to begin with. So hers, I would think, would have to get pretty big. But then again, I don't know. There's ladies out there that don't have. That's about as big as their bump gets.
That's true.
So I don't know. We have to go. We'll research baby bumps, I guess. God, put it on the list.
Or we'll just wait until Sunday.
Yeah.
That too. That's true.
Well, Saturday night, if you're like us lunatics.
Yeah.
Yes,
I wait until I have lunch on Sunday with the family, and then I come home and watch it.
Oh,
I
nice.
wait a little bit.
We're up at midnight Saturday night waiting. And
Isn't it? Does it come out like 3 a.m.?
Nope,
Eastern?
midnight on
Midnight.
the dot.
It's midnight. Oh, okay.
And we do watch parties in the Discord.
I guess I'm used to like Netflix. It's always 3 a.m.
You watching it on bootleg. That's when it comes out at 3 a.m.
No, I'm thinking like Netflix, like AMC, all these other. They do
No, there
midnight
are,
on the
because
West
when we
Coast.
watched Evil dropped at like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was never at midnight on Paramount.
Well, they do West Coast midnight, and then that's when it comes
time
out.
zones too. Time zones
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here is the image, and I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit over here. All right, so this where the body is. This is not the doorway that Elgin comes in.
I kind of just assumed it was.
It looked like he
Okay.
walked through 2 doorways.
so let's
he
see.
walked back.
This is the doorway he comes in at. Here's the bed.
And then to the left is where the body was. I thought.
Yes,
I think it is the door.
This is
But-
this is the episode from before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, last.
Okay,
episode.
so this wall here, the doorway is right behind Elgin.
Mhm.
If it was over to the left, that wouldn't make sense. He comes in through the doorway behind him. There's the bed. Elgin walks.
I think the body's like around the corner to the left, and that's
Yeah.
where the
Yeah,
body
to that
was.
left, right corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means this doorway is not the one. That's not the one Elgin came through.
Okay,
There's
I
still
think we'll
another
need to
wall
see
over
more of the
here.
room. Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
there
you're
is
saying,
more
like-
doorway.
Like to me, I see it as saying like that. Like it's right. All right, hang on. I see it as saying
No, I
it's-
see what
the
you're
body's
saying.
like right over here, but this past this doorway, but there's another doorway past.
See, I
this.
thought it was on the corner close to the wall where he came in. I could go either way on that. I think it could go either way.
And it could, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it could absolutely. That's just the way I took it from the way, like the doorway or the
No,
way they showed Elgin come through. I was like, okay. I was honestly almost like been getting a diagram here. Let me get like a model. Doorways
yeah,
here.
You could be right for sure. We'll find out next week.
I know. I can't wait to find out. See,
I'm
she's over
excited.
here in this other corner, right? Isn't this
Yeah.
in the doorways behind Elgin?
I don't know. I have
Or
to
was
see the
this on
scene
the
in
other
context.
side? I'm gonna go back and rewatch it again.
I just I've been on enough sets to know like how they cheat things and move things around. So it's hard to
Oh,
even
that's
really
true
go.
too. That's
Yeah.
true too. Well, then I'm gonna call him out for that shit. 'Cause I swear to God,
For sure.
call him out.
Continuity. Come on.
Well,
let's
we
go.
all are. Well, okay. Speaking of continuity, where do you stand on Granny opening the locked door to Ethan? Is it a power they have? Is she able to kind of, or is it a continuity error?
Mm.
'Cause
I thought that
Julie locked it. Julie locked the door. Ethan runs to it and he never unlocks it. He just opens it. And Granny's, oh, children, I want to come play.
I would lean towards continuity error.
Maybe the locks don't work just like the electricity doesn't work.
Maybe it's just like a willpower thing. Like you will them to come in, and then like the lock just, or
I know,
maybe
right?
he just, maybe they just cut out him unlocking the door,
Or
something.
maybe I mean another spitball. Maybe the monster. It may be the talismans don't really keep the monsters away. It just let them know that there's a talisman there, and they're making a conscious decision whether or not to come in or out.
Yeah, they've definitely let it be known that they have more powers than we thought of before. So
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe they're just fucking with them.
Well, he's holding the talisman. Randall was holding it, and they're like, "It doesn't work that way."
Right.
And they've never fully explained to us how it does work.
Right. We have no idea how the talisman.
And I wonder
work.
if Boyd is
Yeah.
the one that made up the rules, because like they keep talking about the rules and how the rules change, and even Boyd was seemingly kind of changing the rules, right? Because they had the set rules in town, and the massacre happened, and they even sort of changed their own rules in town. So I wonder if it was sort of his, how do I want to say it, like projection of what the talisman should be. Like he kind of set the rules of the talisman through his own like faith of it kind of thing, his own hope for it.
That could be.
And if he breaks down, if they break Boyd down, then those talismans don't work anymore, essentially, in the end.
Yeah. Maybe Boyd
Right,
breaking down breaks that down. That makes sense.
But that's just one of those muddying up the water ones. They probably actually no, they're good. They're good. They work all the time as long as you're in an enclosed space. But I was just curious how they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
If it was, because I know that was a big one. Like, do the talismans even work? Is it a game that they're playing with them? Like, they're making you think they work this whole time. Like, haha, yeah, that's the rules of the game, right? You set forth the rules, so we have to follow them. But the talismans don't really work like that. They're just rocks. This was a fun game. We bested you. We got you to come outside the house. We got you to do stupid shit.
Or
You
what if
had
they're
your
like
talismans.
homing beacons? Really, you're just giving up your spot the whole time.
Right.
You're just telling them where you were the whole time, so they can fuck with you.
Well, there's been several times this season they could have easily killed more people. They could have killed everybody in the ambulance. They could have killed Acosta. They could have killed Boyd, and they chose not to. So it's definitely like they're picking and choosing for whatever reason. I'm sure we'll find out at some point.
Thickly says that Elgin cleared the body out of there.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I think the body's probably still down there.
We'll have to wait and see. Can't wait to see. It'll be like first thing she's, what the hell is this body? Looking at Elgin like,
yes, you.
What are you gonna make me be down here with this smelly? Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, I don't know. We'll see where they take it. Like I said, this episode was good. I'm still trying to process it. I'm hoping by next episode. This whole season, I feel like I'm trying to process a little bit more than the first. Like this season just has opened up more than I felt like it did the first two seasons. So that like it's almost like a super quick processing now, more than we ever were before in a way, because we're getting stuff that I was like, holy shit. So then because now we're having to tie it back to season 1, season 2. So it's like this whole is a little bit more, having to figure it out. Just even in like the lines, like there's this repetitiveness and even scenes like I said, now we've seen 3 people in front of the mirror. You saw Jasmine, Fatima, now Elgin in front of the mirror in Colony House. It's sort of like this repetitive scene, even though it's not the same characters, or even within the same characters, they kind of have these repetitive sort of scenes with other characters, repetitive lines. So those are just little things to look for. I don't know what it means.
Little motifs. We'll find out as the show goes on.
And I know Robert has probably long since passed. It is past his bedtime, but I do want to shout Robert Sanders out again for his color theory that he had on the show. Because look, Dana, did you catch the handkerchief?
No, hold on. Nico's begging to go outside. Give me 1 second.
Dang it, Dana! I was setting it up. Oh no, I'm just kidding. All right, let me go back to this episode.
I'm coming.
Oh, was there on the right? I said I might not have actually went between. Okay, let's see. Which
what about the handkerchief?
Okay, so remember what Robert said about the color theory, the red, the yellow, and the blue?
Yes.
Do you know what color the handkerchief was that Ellis gave Fatima?
Red.
It was red, right? Yeah.
Oh, danger.
What happened to her right after she got that in her hand? Hang on, I'm trying to get to the
You saw the
screenshot.
kimono lady right after, yeah.
Yes, and in Robert's color theory, red means danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Yeah.
And not just that, she had it in her hand still when Elgin come up in there to kidnap her ass.
Yeah, that's true. More danger for sure.
Why
That's
did
really
he give that to her?
It was
He
his
said
lucky
lucky.
It was the lucky handkerchief. There it is. There's
Huh.
a lucky handkerchief. And
it
then
was
yes,
red.
she's holding
that
it.
makes
Look,
no sense.
she's smelling it. She's trying to, take in Elgin or Ellis, and then bam! What?
Yeah, that jump
Oh.
scare
I
got
know.
me. It got me, and nothing gets me. That got
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Look,
was
it got Fatima too. She freaked the hell out. She was holy shit, still in her hand, holding on to that thing. And then of course Elgin comes later to kidnap her.
Yep.
And what color is the kimono lady wearing?
Red
White,
and yellow.
but she's covered in blood. I always thought it was blood that she's
Oh, is
covered
it
in.
blood? Hang on. I thought it was just like a just coloration
Maybe
of
that's
the
just
robe.
my brain filling that in.
It could be
red.
though. I mean, that's why I'm looking at it closer. Like, wait, is it blood? Let me investigate.
It just kind of looks to me like it's not designed that way. I
Kind
don't
of
know.
like how they did, like, what was it, the Man in Yellow? How they have that red sort of outline and they
Oh
are
yeah,
using that red as sort of an outline color.
for sure. That's interesting.
So shout out to Robert Sanders because never since he came on and told us about his
Yeah, I
theory,
can't get that shit out of my brain.
right? I see it everywhere we go now.
No, color theory is huge for sure. I didn't even think about applying it to this show, but yeah, there's
Well,
always something
Think
there.
about it. Mainly, it's the red,
Red,
yellow, and blue, which they
Blue means
display in the
safety.
sign, the hotel sign, and those colors are
Oh, yeah.
displayed throughout the show. If you really pay attention, those three colors in particular are displayed throughout the show. In a weird way, once you start listening to the theory, then it starts to make a little bit more sense.
No, I think there's something to that for sure.
Go ahead, Dane. I'm sorry, you were explaining the colors.
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
was just saying. I always remember he said blue is safe, and what color is Clara always in?
Blue.
Yeah.
That's why she's not the mole, Dana. She's safe.
Well, she's safe because she's something that.
Well, this thing is in red, and this is evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I just blew your Claire shit in the water. Ha ha. Claire ain't
I
sus
still
no
think
more.
that it is.
Nah. See, your own
She's
words.
safe because she's sus.
That's funny. Well, hey, this has been an awesome stream. I think I gotta sign off.
Yes,
work tomorrow
we've
morning.
almost another hour, so
Yeah.
we are definitely gonna say goodnight, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and everyone who joined us on panel tonight, and all of you guys in the chat, and everyone who sent in a super chat. Absolutely cannot tell you guys how much we appreciate each and every one of you. But yeah, guys, it was an awesome stream. I mean, thank you, man. If you got to just hop out, because I might say a few more things as we go out.
But yeah, great conversation and smart people in the chat, as well as, of course, our little panel here. And this has been awesome. Really appreciate the invite. And look forward to seeing the next episode and hopefully chatting with you guys another time.
Yep,
Hey,
you're
it's a
more than
pleasure,
welcome
dude.
to come join us again on Monday.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Good meeting everybody. Have a good night.
Honey.
Good night,
Peace.
hon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. And yes, so good night, everybody. We will be back probably it's looking Friday night for sure. I think we're gonna do a watch party in the Fever Discord for the second half of Silo, and I'm looking at a Wednesday night. I think I'm gonna probably post it up for Wednesday night. I'm gonna double check and make sure that all that's gonna work out. But we're looking at a Wednesday night for Silo Watch Party, as that season is starting this week. The new season 2, I believe.
Yes.
So again, we're also the poll. I believe I got to go double check it. I believe Severance won for the members only poll. So that will be the next show we actually dive into. Of course, we've already kind of talked about season 1 a little bit in Severance. So we'll kind of do a little like 1 or 2 streams, sort of going a quick kind of review back over the season. I know there's some trailers out and sort of talk about some things to get ready for season 2, as it will be coming out as well in a few months. And then we'll see where we're at. I might do another poll, and I'll do this one for everyone. So we might be into Severance a little bit, but I'm sorry, not Severance, Silo a little bit, but I will still put that one on the for everyone poll. So we'll have that to pick from along with some other shows and see which ones you guys, because I don't mind getting into Silo. I just I gotta finish it first. I haven't finished it yet. So I gotta get through that and then see where we are. But we'll definitely try, if nothing else, to put it on the list and see if we can get it fitted in there with all the other good stuff that we got planned for you guys. But yeah, so thank you all again. Have a good night. And until next time, guys, hang the freaking dream catchers, okay? Because I think the nightmares are definitely coming out, and you got to catch them. Got to catch all the nightmares before they catch you. So stay safe, everyone. We love you. Good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you? I could give you everything. 1, 2, 3, and my heart is racing. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throw. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, but I'm letting go. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run around this world